It's another Family Video Friday, and we hope everyone watching this is having a great day. This week marked the unofficial start of fall. Normally, that means cooler temperatures and kids going back to school, but no one can say that 2020 has been a normal year. In fact, this year, many of us are much more concerned about COVID tests than math tests, which is strange because I've never failed a COVID test, and I can't say the same about math tests. As you've probably heard, CMS has mandated ongoing universal COVID testing of staff in all facilities throughout the country. We've been receiving updates on this regulation and wanted to share them with you. So, here are the answers to some frequently asked questions.
Who has to be tested?
According to the most recent CMS memo, those who must be tested include employees, consultants, contractors, volunteers, and caregivers who provide care and services to residents on behalf of the facility. It also includes students in the facility's nurse aid training program or from affiliated schools.
When do we have to be tested?
CMS states that there are 3 triggers for testing: symptomatic, outbreak, and routine or surveillance. Since COVID began, people experiencing symptoms of the virus have been tested. In the past few months, the availability of tests and the wait time for results have improved dramatically. We now have the ability to not only test for symptoms, but to test in response to an outbreak and conduct routine testing in hopes of preventing an outbreak.
How will we be tested?
Nasal swabs remain the most efficient and effective way to test for COVID-19. To date, our in-house tests have been sent to GenetWorks, a lab located in Virginia. GenetWorks provides us with test results via a secured online portal, typically within 48 hours. Some QLS facilities have also received a government-issued point-of-care, or POC, testing device. We're excited about these devices, and we're anxious to begin using them, but their operation requires a fair amount of education and training. So please be patient as we gradually make the transition.
How often are we going to be tested?
How often you are tested depends almost entirely on the county in which you work. The frequency with which all staff must be tested is determined using the CMS published county positivity rate the week prior. If your county has less than 5% positivity rate, all staff must be tested at least once a month. If your county has 5 to 10% positivity rate, all staff must be tested at least once a week. If your county has a positivity rate of over 10%, all staff must be tested at least twice a week.
Steve, how is all of this COVID testing getting paid for?
Routine COVID testing will be paid for by Quality Life Services. At no time will an employee be required to pay out of pocket for a COVID test that is required by and conducted within the facility. You may remember that GenetWorks erroneously billed some of your health insurance carriers, but that has been corrected and will not happen again. If you receive an explanation of benefits statement or a check from your carrier due to in-house COVID testing, please report it to your HR director or administrator immediately.
Steve, we are all hoping this will be over soon. When do you think this will be over?
Great question. I think we're all experiencing some degree of COVID fatigue by this point. Some of us may have even reached complete COVID exhaustion. Unfortunately, this is a question that no one can really answer. I think Paul said it best in his letter to the Ephesians. I, therefore, a prisoner for the Lord, urge you to walk in a manner worthy of the calling to which you have been called, with all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love. May each of you continue to walk in a manner worthy of your calling. Being humble, gentle, and patient with one another, we will get through this together and we'll be okay. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and God bless.